Hey everybody, it's Mr. Haskell, and I'm back with more things that you should know by being alive. I'm going to talk about this gentleman today, someone who I think is often overlooked for his contributions to the founding of our country. One of those silent heroes behind the scenes as a founding father and then a framer of the Constitution. This is Roger Sherman. I want to talk about his life, his role in the founding, and then key contributions, and then, why he matters. So let's take a look at old Roger here. He was born in 1721, and he was a founding father from Connecticut. He was a shoemaker turned lawyer and politician, proving that you don't necessarily have to have wealth or fame, to help shape a nation. As far as his early life and career go, he was born in Massachusetts, but he eventually moved to Connecticut, where he became a successful merchant and a surveyor. He studied on his own and became a lawyer in 1754. Eventually, he served in the Connecticut General Assembly and also as a judge. His practical experience, and his common sense, would serve him well in shaping the new nation. So, what was Roger Sherman's role in our independence? Sherman was deeply involved in the American Revolution. He served in the Continental Congress from 1774 to 1781. He's only one of two people to sign all four key founding documents: the Continental Association in 1774, the Declaration of Independence in 1776, the Articles of Confederation in 1777, and then the U.S. Constitution in 1787. Now, let's talk about the Declaration of Independence. Sherman was on that committee of five that drafted the Declaration of Independence, which meant he served with Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and Robert Livingston. So he's one of the five that set forth that document. Though Jefferson wrote the draft, Sherman's steady hand and his support were critical when it came to finalizing the document. Remember, the application of common sense. When it came to the Articles of Confederation, Sherman helped draft the Articles, which is our first Constitution, small c Constitution, right? A plan of government. So while the Articles would prove way too weak later on, I like to call them the suck salad sprinkled with the bacon bits of despair, Sherman's commitment to uniting the colonies was clear. Now, the Constitutional Convention is where Sherman really begins to shine. In 1787, Sherman attended the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia, and he played a key role in the debates over representation in Congress, basically pushing for states' rights, but also practical solutions. And Sherman proposes the Connecticut Compromise as that bridge between the Virginia Plan and the New Jersey Plan. We also know the Connecticut Compromise as the Great Compromise because, this thing is basically what is needed to keep everybody there in Philadelphia instead of going home and taking their toys with them. So, with the Connecticut Compromise, we see a bicameral legislature with a House of Representatives that's based on population, a Senate with equal representation for each state, which is kind of a holdover from the Articles of Confederation. And so this compromise was critical to the Constitution's continued success. We needed this thing to keep the convention moving along. As far as his later life and his legacy go, after the Constitution was adopted, Sherman served in the House of Representatives for one term from 89 to 91, 1789 to 1791. And then he served as a U.S. Senator from Connecticut from 1791 until 1793, until his death. Sherman was greatly respected for his practical wisdom, his integrity, and his commitment to unity. Roger Sherman, why does he matter? Why do I think he's so important? Well, one, he helped shape four foundational documents in the history of the United States. He built critical compromises to form our nation. He showed how practical leadership can guide revolutionary change. Though less famous than Jefferson or Washington, Roger Sherman's steady contributions were vital to American independence and government. So as we're wrapping Roger up here, Roger Sherman wasn't flashy, but he was a builder of our nation. And he showed that steady hands can shape history. If you've learned anything new today about Connecticut's own Roger Sherman, please like, comment, share, follow for more things you should know by being alive, because learning about people like Roger Sherman shows how teamwork and compromise built America. Thanks for watching.